Hey guys, what's up? This is Justin from DynamiteHitting.com and BaseballFitnessTips.com. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to study pitchers, okay? We're going to go over all sorts of different tips and techniques on how you can have a competitive advantage against your opponent. So if you're looking to increase your batting average, if you are looking to get more hits, have a competitive advantage, and really overall just have more fun playing the game of baseball, then you're going to want to watch this video all the way through, because I'm going to give you some practical tips that not a lot of kids do at any age, whether it's youth baseball, whether it's high school, whether it's college. All the professionals seem to have this dialed in, and that's really what separates them from the rest of the people. That's what separates the men from the boys. So first things first, on studying the pitcher, first of all, pay attention. And that goes from the moment you arrive at the ballpark to the end of the night when you guys are done playing, okay? And if you're in a college level and you get to figure out who's pitching that day, earlier on in the morning, say you're playing a Friday night game and you have a team meeting on Friday morning and you know who's pitching, then start paying attention then. Figure out what pitches he throws. Figure out how hard he throws. Figure if he's a sidewinder or straight over the top or three-quarters guy, whatever the case may be. You have to pay attention and you have to soak in as much information as you possibly can. So that's the very first thing. Pay attention and soak up everything that you possibly can. Now we're going to talk about when you're actually involved in the game. When the game has started, the first pitch has been thrown. First of all, watch him in the bullpen and look for tendencies. I see a lot of guys that are getting their arms loose and getting a bunch of swings, and that's fine before a game. But then if they go in the dugout and they're just jacking around, screwing around, talking to their friends, what does that do? I mean, yeah, it's fun, but what does that do to help you out during the game? It doesn't. And 10 or 15 minutes before the game, the opposing pitchers always, at least in the high school and college levels, they always go down to the bullpen, normally on the first or the third base side, and they'll start throwing. And they'll show you all their pitches that they can throw. They'll show you their fastball, their curveball, their slider, their changeup, whatever they throw, they will show it in the bullpen because they're not going to go into the game throwing a pitch that they haven't shown and worked on beforehand. So watch him in the bullpen. Look for tendencies. Look and see, if he's missing with his curveball high all the time and he can't get it for a strike, he's just hanging them and hanging them. Maybe that's a pitch that he won't throw very much during the game because he thinks, well, these guys are either going to crush this pitch and hit it out of the ballpark, or I'm not going to be able to throw a strike. I'm going to be walking guys, so I'm not going to throw that pitch. Or he might be thinking, I'll just throw that pitch as a get-me-over pitch when I'm ahead in the count or something like that, hopefully get him to chase. But you got to just recognize if you see that pitch during the game, it's got to be perfect. Unless you have two strikes, it's got to be perfect exactly where you want it, okay? So watch him in the bullpen before the game and look for tendencies. Also, watch him in between innings and watch his warm-up pitches there. A lot of the times I'll see a guy in the bullpen before the game, and he'll throw a fastball, a curveball, a slider, a changeup, a splitter, and then all of a sudden, when he's warming up in between innings, before the game starts, he'll throw a fastball and a changeup. And I hear guys in my dugout saying, "Oh, all he's got's a fastball and a changeup." It's like, really? No. If you've been watching it the entire time, if you've been watching him from the beginning, you'd notice that he was throwing a lot of different pitches and more than just a fastball and a changeup. So overall, the general message is always be in the game. Always be ready to go, and it's called studying the pitcher for a reason. You don't just sit there and watch him. Oh yeah, this guy, he throws gas, man. Look at him. You actually study him. You watch him. You try and figure out what he's going to do to you. Going back to the breaking ball, say he was throwing that breaking ball high. Well, if he does decide to throw that in the game and he starts throwing that pitch high, just because he can't throw that for a strike early in the game, it doesn't mean he won't find it in the middle of the game or late in the game. So always be prepared for that pitch. You know he has it. Maybe he just hasn't found it yet. And then maybe something clicks later on in the game where he's like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then you'll be ready for it, hopefully, and you'll be able to crush it out of the ballpark, okay? So another thing, watch your teammates at bats. Stop screwing around in the dugout. This is huge with youth players in particular and high school players. They don't care about what their teammates are doing, As long as they're scoring runs and getting hits, they don't care. watch from the dugout. Watch your teammates at bats. Ask them, if a guy strikes out, say, hey, what was his out pitch? What did he get you out on? If a guy gets a base hit, ask him, was he working you inside or outside? What pitches did you see? How many of those pitches, and this is all stuff you should know if you're watching the game, but watch your teammates at bats. I can't stress this enough on how much it'll help, okay? So hopefully these basic tips will help you on studying pitchers. Really, it's not rocket science here. I'm not going to sit on this video and give you some super secret formula that's been hidden for hundreds of years. I mean, this is not rocket science. It's just something that will definitely help take your baseball game to the next level. So let me know in the comments below if these tips have helped you out, and make sure you like this video, okay? Also, check out dynamitehitting.com. If you aren't already a member, go to my website and buy it now. It's on sale for $24.99 right now, and as you may know, it's been on sale for almost $40 ever since I can remember. I think that's the only price that we've ever put on this video course is $39.95, I believe, or $39.99. And now it's on sale for $24.99, so a big discount. Go get it now. It's 2 hours of video training from myself as well as my dad, who was a former professional player. I also included an example cover letter and resume that you can send out to college coaches, and it's worked for me. It's the exact one that I've sent out and received tremendous success with. So go get that now. And there's also some more added benefits as well that I know you're going to love. So check it out, dynamitehitting.com. Go buy that now. And also make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. And I will see you very soon in the next video.